Good morning. So today we added some more indicators just to see. I was trying to create a free book map, but this one is looking a little bit complicated. It did work right here, but I'm still a little bit confused how the heck this worked. And this red candle too, it kind of appeared too late for it to actually work that well. But when you get back to a level like right here, you can take the trajectory where it goes a little bit farther down. But with this one too, yeah, they are interesting. Like this one, it breaches down instantly. Indicator helps us out to figure out which way to go. So these are a little bit interesting, but they could work. And it's nice to have the volume candles. Then they're pretty easy just to turn off like this. So it's a little less blind trading. So the market's already up to 2.5. Nvidia, Jesus. 4.8%. Microsoft. Rejecting the bottom VWAP. Rejected the top VWAP. Still bullish until it hits the real anchored one. Amazon could return to center a little bit. Return to center. Here, what do we have here? Yeah, I just don't really see any trading opportunities right this second. I'm just going to play around a little bit and see what's happening. Where's the real? So the VWAP's all the way down here, 24908. So at some point we could have a breach of structure, which would be awesome. A break of structure. Breach through here. Okay, yeah, this is crazy. So bullish all day, but just moved in waves, and right here breached one, so this could have been the way to go back downwards. 6:30. So we're in an accumulation phase today during the New York Stock Exchange. One indicator, two indicators. We took this one today, 6:45. We would have been up 200 points if we sold correctly. Went up to here, hit the Bollinger Bands, nowhere. Could have gotten out right here, let's just say 80 pips. From here again, instantly we would have gotten out because of Bollinger Bands. So yeah, approximately 80s, probably max we would have really gotten out today. Here, quick 5. Quick 15. Quick 25. Quick 20. Which is way less than 200, but still would have been like 150 pips just due to the indicator today. And of course, not as safe because the last trade was that gnarly. That first one today was just insane. Even if we went for this first indicator, what we probably would have done is place a stop loss underneath here. So this trade, we could have lost 20 pips, then let it run. So we're going to 1 to 10 R. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of undecided in that area. If there's a red bubble that pops here, okay, that's interesting. This usually means it'll continue downwards. Okay. Cupcake? Hey. Oh, God. Okay, wow. Yeah, that's why this is actually super interesting and pretty insane. Then we have this area. It just goes through like a hot knife through butter. We could see it keep returning downwards. Let's keep those numbers in check. And this started right here, so this actually could be a good entry position, but to make sure, 2 to 5 minutes have to offer. Okay, that's a little sketchy. Otherwise, one could put a stop loss right up here, 25020. And we kind of want this to breach for a good scalp because then we know it's going to continue downwards. Kind of just stuck in this area still, taking a liquidity, and we don't exactly know where it's going to go. This would have been a very good time to short all the way down. Okay, we gotta see what the next bubble is. There's another one coming up right in this area. Or if it turns green and starts going this way. That's the breach. Let's see if there is more shorts in the market. Could just target 10. 5 would have hit, so partial take profit. That's 100. Could put our stop loss even, so then the trade's just 100. If it hits here, if the second contract, that would be 300, but let's see what happens. Kind of would love to see another bubble. Although she's taking it out right now for 200 profit, it's actually a really good trade. And then that's pretty much in 5 minutes, 200. Okay. And green, yep, I'll take it out right there. Beautiful. And last night I watched this video of this guy for 3 hours, who's some Italian, who's the best scalper in the world, and it is insane the way he trades. He literally knows like every single movement. Like right here, he'd be like, okay, not getting in yet until it's past this area. Then when it breaches past this area and it doesn't just go halfway candle into right down here, it could shoot back up to 2503. So we'll just rather wait it out and see what happens. There's a confirmation that it could keep going down here, and he takes like 20 pips per trade. Let's see what happens here. Does the candle just come in to halfway plus? And then that would not be that good of a trade. Did it tap though? That's, yep, less than halfway. To 503. And he was up 1,000, and then he literally just took a nice easy trade for minus 250 because he let it run. He wanted to make 1,200 profit from the next trade, so the strategy played off. Honestly, insane how good that guy was. I mean, there's no wonder why he's the number one in the entire world. From down here again to here would be 5 pips. But I wasn't going to take this trade because there wasn't enough confirmation. But if you are not long, I would say slowly to get out of it. Yep. In like the short term, if you're in a trade that's like 50 points up, you can gladly hold it because there's only 30 more minutes of the market left. And here it seems more like it wants to return up. you're just trying to lock in your profits for a day, then at some point it's good to just close the laptop and let it be. It even wants to test the bottom or top VWAP right here, which would be pretty insane as well. $503. Let's see if it hits. Nice little free trade. 0.5 more. Come on. Beautiful. This is not a really hard area to breach through. It's more of a value zone as marked. So here, let me delete that. Yep. Beautiful. Okay, I'm really getting good at this. These volume cans are just insane. And then a VWAP just was broken. Needs the higher anchored VWAP. Okie dokie. So breached up, didn't make it. Now it's coming back down. See, it's kind of fight over the VWAP. Need a little bit more eyes on this. Oof. What is this? Another quick 170. Could have left it in a little bit longer because it seems like once a breach goes through 24990. This is a beautiful trade. That was a quick short because the buy switched since it didn't make it through the VWAP. Meaning it's more bearish now. Okay. Yeah. No. The biggest thing I'll be facing too is since I'm up now quite a lot since last week, I haven't been following the consistency rule of the 30% losses, not even taking in losses, because I kind of was overdoing my contract sizes. So I think today was still a really good day, but I don't know if any of these will fully count towards the payout requirements. So I'm kind of just grandfathering this account. I'm just going to start building it so in a month or 2 months from now, I just have always this 2K coming in, which can be 10, it can be 2 times a month. So let's say if I go for the 15th and like I always like kind of schedule downwards. So if I go to 15th and then the next month I go for the 5th, or for the 15th and 15th, and the next month I can go for the 5th, and then slowly I can take out 2K almost every 10 days of trading, which is every 2 weeks a month. So then we go from 15 to 15 to 15 to 5 to 5 to 25 then. And then I slowly have 2 times a month 2K, which would then lead to 4K a month. So slowly it's just about consistency. 2 contracts, 3 contracts max. Kind of leveraging it out so that if it goes too high, like let's say it goes up to this VWAP and I bought it right here, then I push it up to right there. And then all I need is either break even or a little bit downwards. If I have 2 contracts in it with half the price. So right now I could go in 2. But then all we need is to come back down here. And that would be an even trade. Let's see what the bubbles have to say. Maybe not the right time to put 2 contracts in. Yep. But that was just an example. Of course, do your own due diligence, just educational purposes. And now, will it breach? It's not an easy breach, which means it's going to go through and slowly keep moving upwards. Sometimes it's literally like this, and it'll just skyrocket. But this one doesn't seem like it's as strong. So it's going to take its time, take in its volume that's still present right here. We've only got 4 more minutes in the market. It's just going to slowly keep moving. Nothing out of the ordinary. And this little blue or green signifies it's slowly losing some power. This doesn't seem like it's going to have too much exhaustion where it just skyrockets in a second.
Yep.
Have rejected again up here. Pretty interesting. Let's see what the bubbles have to say. It's like talking to a magic 8-ball of these bubbles. Okay. Nothing more up here, and then start getting negative, negative. Here, another push again. So much to rely on, like right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bubbles. This one's just a little bit of a push back upwards and downwards. So the market's about to close. Nothing really is happening right now. It's just kind of stuck. The next move could be downwards, but we have a lot of strength here. And this just broke the VWAP, so unless there's a retest, yeah, I'm not exactly certain what's going to happen from here. But I would say just close the laptop for now if you're doing prop firms, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks for watching.